Hello traders, welcome to this update from Elite Currency. My name is Chris and we're going to take a look at Ultima EA Expert Advisor automated trading system, fully 100%. And we had a great boost in the last couple of weeks, 2 weeks, specifically this week, closing a lot of Euro-Dollar short setups for a total gain here of 101% in just 2 weeks, and a total gain of about 123% since we started offering this to our members beginning of January. So 123% basically in literally like four and a half weeks or so of trading max, probably less. So great start for the Ultima EA. Perhaps you saw already other webinars and videos on that, and you were doubting to join. I think that the results speak for themselves and are really looking great. Of course, always up to you, and always trade with risk capital that you can afford to lose. But we are certainly happy with the results so far. Really amazing, and we're just over the moon. So we're going to take a look, and talk about the live results. Also, of course, keep in mind the long-term stats are important, the most important, in fact, and how to join. So Mislav did a great job with some of these aspects. Most of these aspects are brilliantly done by him, like dynamic trade management, etc. I'll dive into that soon, why this system, I think, is so sturdy. But first of all, the results themselves. This is the live results that we have, a live account that we've started that is the master account. And this is a new account that we started when we started offering it to our audience and followers. And you can see here, the drawdown is amazingly low. Now, this is not something that should be always expected, don't get me wrong, but it's a great start, that's for sure. 123% plus with a drawdown is only 4%. That's amazing. Now, that will change. It's not going to stay that way because we are trading this with 5% risk per setup. So it's not going to stay that way for too long necessarily, right? But it shows, though, the great profit potential of Ultima EA with a live account you can see going up. Now we have other live accounts, the one that we've traded already since the beginning of June. That's already 8 months now, a track record, and it had a great spike up, as you can see, and then had some consolidation at times. Now don't underestimate these moves up as well. Those are doubling the accounts, although it doesn't look that steep, this push up. It's still 50% gain sometimes, maybe sometimes even, I think, doubling. Now, of course, another great spike here, just like we had in August, September, confirms the strategy and the long-term profitability. So that's great, up 260% and more. But this is an account that actually trades with less risk. It's 3%. That's why the real gains are not as aggressive as the backtesting would show, but it's also trading with less risk, and that's very important. Still, $26,000 profit. As the account is now on 36K and it started with 10K, the drawdown only 23%. All right, and then my own personal account, drawdown a little bit more because I removed profit and then added deposits with the 10K account. It just traded with 10K from the very beginning and didn't change. Here I started with a lower amount and added, then removed on this account to add to a different account. So that's why the stats are a little bit different, but ultimately, wow, plus 324% gain, absolute 100% gain, and drawdown a little bit more, as I said, but still great comparison here, and net profit of 17,000. I'm more than happy with these results. So now that looks great, but you need some patience, right? This is not a system that necessarily is not looking for any daily goals or weekly goals or monthly goals. The only goal is to build the account over time in the long run. So that's why we recommend risk capital and basically evaluating the system after 12 months and then seeing if you like the equity curve and the results. Because anything less, really the minimum is 6 months, because anything less, you don't get the sense of what it could do. For instance, we had traders join us after the spike up. They joined 1 week later. They see a small profit, then two losses, small profit, and then they gave up. Just before the spike up again happened. So it's very annoying for us. It's very sad for the traders that they are not able, they basically missed this because they were just not patient enough. Although they were quite patient, but just not enough. So be aware that 6 months is really the minimum. You can see why, because sometimes there is smaller losses. Sometimes there is some drawdown. Sometimes the account goes sideways. And we need to be patient for those moments that the account really shows big boost. And that's what we also see with backtesting, is that some months are great, some months are average, some months are break even, some are small losses. That's all normal. But in the long run, these big boosts, and as the account goes sideways, it's enough to drive the account into a very nice profitability in the long run. Okay, so Ultima EA does a great job of defending the account when times are not that favorable, and the account can go sideways, but that's okay. Sometimes a drawdown as well. But all in all, the losing streak is low, and that's why we're able to trade it with 5% risk per setup, and still have a very good chance of not burning the account, basically. And at times, it does a great offensive game when it really boosts the account with massive gains like this, 127, 108%. So great offense and defense by the Ultima EA. And recently we had a wonderful win streak with 14 wins out of 15 trades, 13 wins in a row, as you can see here, closing for a lot of profit, 86% win rate in the most recent 28 setups. And here you can see my own personal profit from those most recent win streaks. So great stuff, very happy, and the Ultimate EA members are also very happy. So we wanted to share that. The advantages of the Ultimate EA, once again, it's not meant to aim for a certain percentage regularly. It is intended as an account builder. And of course, will that always work? We don't know. Past results do not guarantee future results. You've heard it before, but that's the truth and always will be the truth, right? But do we have a fair chance in the long run? Yes, we think so. Periods of drawdown can always happen, and later this year, maybe the results will be less profitable or not profitable. We don't know. But we do know that if we trade this particular system year in, year out, that there's a fair chance, a good chance that we're going to be building our account in a similar fashion with good spikes up, followed by consolidations and spikes up. Okay, so no guarantees, never. But in our view, the long-term kind of stats are in our favor, and that's because of the special Fibonacci target tool. Mislav did a great job on that. It's just one of the, if not the best exit tool that I've seen. It's wonderful how the trade management is done very dynamic. So it really listens to the market as the price swings develop. It's wonderful in my view. Very smart filters as well for the rules and entries. As it's all also not sold, but solid SWAT methods there are also part of it, in fact, right? And it's backtested for very long, 7+ years. Now, that's not everything, but it was done properly with 99.9% accuracy and variable spreads. So certainly it helps when you have such solid, long backtesting. It's not a guarantee, once again, but it certainly helps me as a trader to trade this. And I like the fact that there's such a rigorous testing for this system. Now, how do you join? It is going to be closing soon. So if you want to join, there are only a couple of days left, 7 days. You need to join before the 18th of February with the supported broker. So open an account and finish and verify that, and then fund the account, nothing else. Because when you open an account through our link, and you'll just go to this page basically, open with the supported broker through our link, and then your account is connected to the master account, then that's automatic. Then if you fund the account will also start trading within 1 to 2 days. And don't worry if you don't see a setup right away. On average, there's 1 trade a day, but some days have nothing, other days have more. So give it a week. If don't be worried if you don't see trades right away after funding your account. So open and verify account and fund the account. And sign the limited power of attorney form, and that's it. All right, and the account is connected, and we'll take trades. Well, with the euro dollar, of course, all these results are done on the Eurodollar 15-minute chart using 5% risk. So that's going to close. You have to fund your account also before the 3rd of March. So last chance, results really great, and I think the stats show that. So I'm hopefully, made you excited, but if not, no worries. Always choose risk capital that you can afford to lose, of course. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers. Bye-bye.